All right. Salute. Not going to be long. I just want to start working on, you know, speaking about these topics um, because I feel people don't actually understand what it is that is happening. Like they don't understand the gravity of these things. They don't understand the gravity of what we're dealing with. My family, E White, thank you, my brother. I didn't announce this live or nothing like that, bro. I just put it together and jumped in. What's up, Kenton? Yeah, I just put it together and jumped in. I didn't announce this. This is not nothing planned. I need to do these more. I really do, because I have a level of knowledge that um, would translate to people who don't. I have a level of knowledge that and a level of knowledge and a way to articulate what I'm saying that can translate to people that don't understand. Um, they don't understand what exactly it is. They don't understand how close we are to what's up style potentially being invaded. And when I say that, people are like, "Oh, come on, dog, you tripping, bro? You tripping?" All right, let me help you guys out. That that right there is the Luang one, the Luang one. What you're looking at is the most advanced surveillance ship that the world has ever seen. The most advanced surveillance ship. The most advanced. There is nothing on planet Earth that is more advanced than that. The Luang 1. That thing tracks submarines, it tracks missiles, it tracks troop movement. That thing right there. Trail, well, what's up, Trail? That thing that y'all are looking at right there, the Luang 1, the most advanced surveillance, the most advanced surveillance system on Earth, and it's mobile. There is nothing else like this. There is nothing else like this. Now, let me explain to you guys why this is important. This right here. Because it belongs to China. Xi Jinping owns this. It belongs to him, y'all. Him and him alone. No one else owns this. He, the dictator of China, right, owns this, as well as a straight up 10, 20 million man army. Straight up. Some of the most advanced military equipment on Earth. We are 1A, they are 1B. They have stealth fighters that are better than our stealth fighters. They have 6th generation stealth. We only have 5th. They have 6th generation stealth. YG, salute. We are working on 6th generational stealth. They already have it. While we are focused on world domination, they're focused on China domination. They're focused on themselves. We are spread extremely thin. They are not. We try to plant military bases in countries all around the world. We do not have any in China at all. They refused to allow us to put any there. We try to have a stranglehold on things, but the problem is that stranglehold is only as good as the bully who was strangling you. What's up, Stormy B? Only as good as the bully who is strangling you. My brother E. White, facts. They are playing 4D chess, 6D chess. If we are the bully of America, I mean of the world, and we are, we have been the bully, of America, I mean of the world, because of our technology, because of the fact that we have all these bases all around the world, right? So we have been the bully of the world, and we have been living off of that bully-esque mindset. Kai World, salute. We have been living off that bully world mindset. The problem that we have is, as long, Freedom's March, my brother Freedom's March, what's up with you? As long as we never had to exercise, we never had to bully someone who was almost as big as us. And at this point, China is actually bigger than us. But as long as we didn't have to like bully, as long as we can go around the world bullying smaller people, right? And being successful in our bullying, we kept everybody else around the world in check. The problem is we're not beating Iran. We are getting our ass whipped right now. They're controlling the media to not show us getting our ass whooped. What's up, Lamont? That they're controlling the media to do this. All right, they're controlling the media. China owns. I think they're the second or third. They own the second or third amount of our debt. Japan owns the first. Japan, China, and then Saudi Arabia. Those are the three that own majority of our debt. They can default us. All right, they can default us as a country. They own majority of our debt. And the crazy part about it is nobody knows what that looks like. No one knows what this looks like. No one knows what it would look like if China, Saudi Arabia, and Japan defaulted us. They don't know what that would do to our money. They have no idea. China is playing absolute chess, y'all. They have got this ship right here. The Leo Wang 1. The Leo Wang 1, the most advanced surveillance spy ship on planet Earth, and they're cruising all around, all up in around the Strait of Hormuz, all up in there. They're all up. They don't even care. They don't even care, but they're just cruising all around it. They're wishing a nigga would. I just want you guys to understand that. They're cruising all by themselves, all up in there, looking all at everybody's ships, all up looking at American vessels and stuff like, what up? What's good? Y'all good? How's y'all bathrooms? Are the bathrooms straight? Driving all by them with no fucks given, wishing they would. Do you guys understand? The only way that America could beat China is with nuclear weapons. That's the only way we can beat China, with nuclear weapons. We cannot beat them with traditional grounds, traditional military power. Nuclear weapons is the only way that we have a chance, and we don't have a chance because they have hydrogen bombs. They're the only country on Earth with hydrogen bombs, which is bigger than the Tsar bomb, which is the biggest bomb ever dropped on Earth, the Tsar bomb. They have hydrogen bombs. And they are straight up ally with Russia, straight up. So if America even thought about attacking China, they got to attack Russia at the same time. They're fucking bugging. They're bugging, bro. Bugging. These guys with this ship right here, the most advanced surveillance ship on planet Earth, is parked This motherfucker is parked outside of Iran, straight feeding them information. They're parked outside of Iran, just right there, just chilling. They don't even care, bro. Fucking American warships just driving right on by them. They're just sitting right there. Like, what up? Just chilling, walking around with no shoes on or nothing. Straight up just chilling. And there isn't a damn thing that anybody can do about it. Not a damn thing. Nothing. So they're talking about invading Karg Island and all this other type of, bro, are you bugging? Do you think, listen, bro, when our government, Trump and all these other dudes with Lindsey Graham and all these weird ass warmongers, when they are getting on TV and feeding lies to American public claiming, oh man, we won, we're winning. No, you didn't. Oh, we destroyed their radar. No, you didn't. This is their radar. You are looking at Iran's radar right there. You're looking at it. That's their radar. And they're parked right off the beach of Iran. They're parked right off the beach. What's up, Lamont? What's up, Smurf? Right off the beach. And there is nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Nothing at all. What's up, Jason? They're literally parked off the shore of Iran, chilling, and still salute. They're just sitting there chilling. So when Trump gets on here, when all these warmongers get on here and they start talking about, oh, we destroyed this, we dominate their air and we own their air, and no, you don't, bro. No, you don't. Their airspace, legitimately, as you see, is controlled by China. Now, let me explain a little bit in depth. Let me take this off the screen and explain to you guys a little bit more in depth. I'm gonna make myself smaller. Actually, I'm gonna make myself like that. Because I want you more not to focus on me, but to focus on the screen. Xi Jinping is watching this. He is watching this. China is the second most powerful military in the world. Seen and unseen. What's up with you, homie? They are the second most powerful military, China. The second most powerful. The first powerful is America. But they're really not the first powerful, bro. They're the first powerful based on a persona. Sort of like how the dollar, the American dollar, is not based on anything. The American dollar is not based on, it used to be based on gold. The amount of gold you had was how much dollars you could have. Now they just print whatever they want to print. They just print money. It's not based on anything. It's based on a perception, a perception of authority, a perception of strength, a perception of power. That's what the dollar is based on. And that is what the American military is based on, a perception. A perception, y'all. It's based on a perception. When that perception gets cracked, we will no longer be the number one military power in the world. We'll be number two. We might not even be number two. We'll probably be number three. What we will be is a victim because we're spread too thin. We're spread all over the world, way too thin. We're not combined the way that China and Russia are. We're spread all over the place. And people think that's the thing of power. It's not. It's not a thing of power at all. I'll put it to you like this. If you have 1,000 people in your squad, 1,000, there's 1,000 of y'all. But at any given time, there is only 3 of y'all together. That's it. It's only 3 of y'all. But then your enemy has 20 people. They got 20 who are always together. They could literally go to your link up with all 3 of these people in all their spots and whip their ass and take them over before you guys get an opportunity to come back together to be that 1,000. By the time you came back together, you're no longer 1,000. You might not even be, you might be 50. But by the time you come together as 50, you have to come together. You have to form a plan. You have to build up some type of plan or strategy to compete. These 20 people have had their strategy and have been busting your ass all around the globe. So your spot here with 3 people, your spot there with 3, your spot there with 3, your spot there with 3, your spot there with 3. They done went to all those places and took all those places over. They now have your equipment. They have your ComSec. They can probably hear what you're saying. They know your strategy. You have to make all new strategies while you're trying to consolidate all your people for strength. China has a 1 million man army right there, more than 1 million, sitting right there, and they're just chilling, ready to go whenever. They're not stretched all over the world like that. Neither is Russia. And neither is Iran. So what is happening, y'all, is we're firing into Iran missiles that this ship at the bottom of this screen, this ship right here, that ship is tracking all the missiles that America is firing into Iran. This ship is tracking, and there's other ships, but this is the most advanced. They're tracking them. So if the new Ayatollah of Iran is in this location and missiles are fired, all they do is just move him. And all the other leadership, just move them. Just move them, bro. That's it. Just move them. And then I know people will probably listening to me and thinking, well, why didn't they just move the Ayatollah, the original one? Well, they didn't move the original one because it's crazy to say, but they needed the martyr. They needed the martyr. Because the martyr is what consolidates Russia, Iran, and China. That's what consolidates Russia, Iran, the martyr. People don't realize that either. It consolidates Iran first. And America was so dumb because we took Moderno first and then we attacked Iran. If we did it the other way around, we might have had some sense of, oh, okay. But we bombed them and said we obliterated their nuclear program and then went to war with them over a nuclear program that we said we can totally obliterate. Now we're trying to claim that they still have thoughts. They still have thoughts of it. So because they still have thoughts of, they still have thoughts of getting a nuke, what we're going to do is we're going to go to war with them. That is what they're saying is the reason why we went to war. Because they're still thinking about having a nuke. That's a whole different conversation that I'll have another day. But that is their claim right now, is that we're at war because they're still thinking about having a nuke. So if you even think about getting a nuke, we're going to war with you. This is why I say this was a bully tactic, because we didn't do this to North Korea at all. We did not do this. North Korea did not have a nuclear weapon, but North Korea is completely tied to China, completely tied, straight up tied. They are like big brother and little brother allies. And North Korea they didn't even build a nuke at first. China just straight drove it in. Straight drove the nuke, and there was nothing anybody can do about it. They straight drove nukes into North Korea and just gave it to them. Straight just drove them in. Dead ass serious. And drove them in as pieces, got to North Korea facilities and put them together. Straight up and painted them North Korean colors. Now, once they had the nuke, it was like, now what are you going to do? We can make as many the fuck we want now. Because we already got one. You can't stop us. Once we get one, we'll fire this motherfucker. So now you can back the fuck up now. And that's exactly what America did. Just back the fuck up. China was watching. They were watching. They were absolutely watching. And now that North Korea is a nuclear power, ain't nobody doing nothing to North Korea. Not a bitch ass thing. China was watching. This Iran war that started with America that started it, China is watching. Bro, do you think you think China didn't know that Benjamin Netanyahu didn't want to take over to make the greater Israel? Of course he knew. Of course, the Chinese intelligence knew that this warmongering dude, Bibi, wants to make Greater Israel. Of course, he knew. It's on their sleeve patch. Greater Israel's on their sleeve patch. So when motherfuckers think, oh no, man, they're just defending themselves. No, they're not. They want Greater Israel. Hold it for conversation. But the Chinese intelligence knows this. So it's like, okay, this powder keg that's sitting there in the Middle East is going to explode eventually. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch and see the tactics so that we can be the number one power in the world. China is not competing with anybody else on earth. They're competing with America. And America is so much of a bully and a punk, really, when you really want to think about it. They're a punk because, what's up, Ambrose? America is a punk because when you went over there with North Korea and you had beef with North Korea, what Trump had, when they're talking about beef with North Korea, motherfucking Kim Jong-il spit in Trump's face, spit right on him. And all Trump did is wipe it off and say he sent him beautiful letters because he had a nuke. And Trump doesn't know how to react to a country that has a nuke. He bitches up every time. But a country that doesn't have a nuke, oh, he's tough as hell, man. He's tough as nails. He the toughest nigga in the world. He's so strong, so all this bluster and chest all out and bravado when they don't have a nuke. But when they got a nuke, it's a whole different conversation. Now he wants to have a conversation now. Because that's how punks are. That's how bullies are, bro. Specifically bullies who have a squad of people like Biff Tannen or Tannen, whatever his name. Biff from Back to the Future was like that. He had his boys with him and he was tough till he got punched in his damn face. And when he got punched in his face, what happened? Washing McFly's car for the next 20 years. That is what Xi Jinping is doing right now. He is literally watching, blatantly, and helping. Got his ships, got that spy ship right there off the coast, bro. Got that spy ship right off the coast, watching, helping. And America knows they're helping. Why isn't America shooting that ship down? If we're the reason why he won't claim we're at war. He won't just announce it, declaration of war, and say we're at war. One, because of Congress. Yeah, got it. But since when did Trump give a damn about Congress? Man, Trump is just doing whatever the hell he wants to do. He don't give a damn about Congress. He care less. He's just doing it, whatever he wants to do, because the people in Congress is ran by Republicans right now. Now, of course, when it gets run by Democrats, he's still going to do whatever he wants to do because the Democrats all want to be all soft and pussy all the time. And the Republicans is try to be hard pussy. They're both pussy. The Democrats is pussy. The Republicans is pussy. The Republicans act like hard pussy and the Democrats are soft pussy. They're both pussy. They're the same exact thing. So it doesn't matter doesn't matter which party is in power. As long as Trump is the president, he's going to do exactly whatever the fuck he wants to do. And no one's going to do anything about it. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Now, it might be a little iffy now because his support is low. But he still controls MAGA. He still controls them. So he'll still say and do whatever he wants to do. Now, what I'm saying to you guys, what I'm saying to y'all, is he will do whatever he wants to do. But the end goal has to be in his favor. It has to be in his favor in some capacity. He will never fuck with China. Never, because they will whip our ass. But I need y'all guys to understand the gravity of this. What's up, Couch Potato? I need y'all to understand the gravity. Because there is an end goal in what Trump does, right? It's for himself, to enrich himself and his family. Got it, whatever. There's an end goal in Xi Jinping. That is world domination. That is the end goal of any dictator. Of any dictator. World domination. Any dictator. Regardless of whatever they claim to you. No, I just want to take care of my people, man. That doesn't, no, that's not true. A dictator wants to have ultimate authority. Any dictator, doesn't matter who it is. They can say, oh no, I'm fine right here in China, or I'm fine right here in wherever the hell, or I'm fine right here in wherever the hell I'm at. but your end goal is world domination. Your end goal, and it always will be. And we think small because we think, oh man, he's just in China. Let China be over there. They're fine. They're not messing with us, and we're not messing with them. They can't beat us. We'll beat them. China right now had the same mindset that we're not going to mess with America because we're not going to poke that beast. Because what happened when they poked the bear in World War II? When America all got together, they weren't spread all over the world in different military bases. When America was right there, remember that analogy about we have 1,000 and you have 20? When America was right there, we flooded the beaches of Normandy, and y'all see what happened from there. We're not together right now at all. We're spread all over the place. And we have people like Donald Trump and these weird-ass warmongering Republicans, and some of the damn Democrats are warmongering too. They're all bought by, well, not all of them, but about 95% of them are bought by Israel. About 95%. They're bought by Israel. We will never win a simulated war against China because we don't know their capacity. That's number one. Two, their army is better than ours. Three, they're consolidated and we're not. That's so Lamont, that is like getting stung by one bee. There's a million bees. They're all over the world, but they're spread thin, and you got stung by one bee. This beehive has 1,000 bees in it. You get stung by 1,000 bees. You can die getting stung by 1,000 bees. You can die by getting stung by one bee too. If you're allergic to it, you don't even got to be allergic to getting to bees and get stung by 1,000 at one time and get killed. All facts. And that's China. China is the beehive, and all the bees are in the beehive. And the queen bee is Xi Jinping. They're all in the beehive. They only buzz around the beehive. If they go if they go away from the beehive, they're going to see what they can bring back. And then they go back to the beehive. It is America that branches all over the world. They're in one beehive and then just branch all over the place. Send a bee over there, 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 and a bee over there. And hey, if you touch my bee, we're all going over here. That's not true. It's not true. And that's what Xi Jinping is watching right now. Watching it right now. Right now, he's watching. Xi Jinping is watching what we do right now. That is the reason why Trump is continually talking about, oh, well, we won, man. His war is over with, man, and we don't got to do nothing. It's done, and let's move on and just declare ourselves victory. No, you're bugging. It's too late for that, bro. It's too late. And because of the man's ego and dementia, it's only going to get worse, bro. There's already a draft. They're already doing a draft. They're talking about doing a draft this year, ball. This year. I'll do a live on that at a later date, but they're talking about doing a draft this year already. Already for the Iranian war, they're talking about doing a draft. If they win, if the Republicans keep the House and the Senate, there's going to be a draft this year. Facts. Absolute facts. They've already talked about it. Absolute facts. If they keep the House and Senate, the only way there won't be a draft is if they don't keep the House and Senate. It's the only way there won't be a draft. That is the only way. Otherwise, there absolutely will be a draft. Absolutely, 100%. And for the people that are, damn, I'm not going to go into that. I'll leave that alone. I'll save that for the live when I do that. But anyways, let me get back to this. Because I'm going somewhere with this, and I want people to understand. Like I'm giving y'all a lot, but I need y'all to stay with me and understand the strategy that Xi Jinping is doing by having this ship right here, having this ship parked off the coast. All right, parked off the coast of that age limit will remain until the bodies pile up, and then the age limit might be adjusted. Just throwing that out there. That age limit of 42, but we'll speak about that when I do that live. I'm not going to do that live today, but I absolutely will, right? But I want you guys to just think about this. Think about this. This ship, the most advanced spy ship. It is a blatant spy ship and radar ship. They don't even hide it. They're telling you it's a spy ship. China has blatantly told the world it is a spy ship. It is a radar ship and a spy ship. We're not hiding nothing. And there ain't a bitch ass thing you can do about it. We'll go in international waters, and our range to spy on you is broad enough to go right at the limit of international waters and spy on you. Our range is good enough. So we'll go right at the limit of the international waters, park right there and do what we want to do. And nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Literally nothing. They're not even hiding it in Iran. They're not even hiding it. They're parked right off the damn beach. They can get in the speedboat and go to the damn beach and do a barbecue in the beach. Just chill. That's what they can do. But I want you guys to understand twofold. First, Taiwan. I see you, Ball, but check it out. First is Taiwan. Taiwan. America, we are weakening ourselves with this war. We're weakening ourselves. The only reason why China has not taken Taiwan is because of the believed or perceived American strength. We are literally weakening ourselves. We're weakening ourselves. We are firing missiles, spending billions of dollars that we had stockpiled up in I wish a nigga would thought process. Well, we're firing all of them. We're firing them. This is not the Iraqi war where people were, the war machine was behind us and we were building weapons as just like that, pow, 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 because we were attacked. That's why they tried to push that false sense of an imminent danger. It was an imminent danger. No, there wasn't. It's not, bro, nobody's buying that. That's why they're controlling the media and they're controlling what we see. Do you guys remember the damn Iraqi war, bro? Do you remember it was every day on the news you were seeing all kinds of stuff from both sides, not just from the American side. Hell, Al Jazeera had TV up and we were watching the same things that the Americans were showing on American TV. We were bombing, blowing stuff up. We had boots on the ground within like a couple of months, not even a couple of months, like weeks there. Like a week, like 2-3 weeks, we had boots in the ground and soldiers going in. And everybody was behind it. Yeah, fight for our freedom. Yeah, all this goofy ass shit. Man, we don't got that support right now, bro. We don't got that support at all. They know it's for Israel. They know it's for oil. They know. Everybody knows this shit. Ain't no motherfucking freedom you're talking about. No, this dude, they are legitimately watching us right now. Xi Jinping is watching right now. He is allowing us. Yes, Xi Jinping will say, come on, y'all. He can easily, do you guys realize? Y'all don't realize, but Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin can easily get involved in this. They can back Iran publicly to the world and say, we will enter this if aggression keeps going. And I guarantee you it will stop. Guaranteed. Donald Trump will be risking a world war. He would lose all support. All support. Britain is not fucking with it. Australia wouldn't do shit. All these NATO's come, they wouldn't do shit. Nothing. If China says, if this continues, we will enter on the side of Iran. If Russia says, if this continues, we will enter on the side of Iran. We will fight against Israel. We will fight against you guys. There is a bitch ass thing they can do. Not a damn thing. That is world war. They can easily end this. Easily. They do not want to. Just like Russia does not want to end the war in Ukraine. He could easily end it. Putin doesn't want to. That's a whole different conversation. We just sit here act dumb, but that's a different conversation. Xi Jinping does not want this war in Iran to stop. He does not want this. He wants to watch what Iran did in the last live that I told y'all when I did combat conflicts, right? I did that live. What Iran did is Iran sat back for 20 years and watched. Iran sat back for 20 years, y'all, and watched America and the world fight. What's up, goddess? I see my beautiful goddess. Iran sat back for 20 years and they watched America go to war with Iraq and Afghanistan on both sides of Iran. They sat there and watched. They sent in some things to make sure, oh, let's test this weaponry. Let's test that weapon. Let's test that weapon. Let's test that weapon. They sat there and watched. For 20 years, they gained intelligence, y'all. For 20 years. This is the reason why Iran just told Trump, bro, come closer. They're talking about invading the Karg Island, whatever the fuck it's called. Nigga said, come closer. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Said, come closer. Come a little closer. You're fucking bugging, bro. You're bugging. You're fucking bugging. Dead ass serious. You're fucking bugging. Karg Island, I think it's called. Karg Island is where 90% of the oil from Iran, it gets funneled into Karg Island and then it's filled up onto boats, and then it's sailed out of the sea, out of the Strait of Hormuz and shit like that. They use Karg Island because all their oil gets funneled in. It's not like all their drilling is there. There's drilling all over Iran. They funnel it into Karg Island because it's an island and it's easy to fill up the ships on the island. As an island, right? You can have big ass ships all around it, and you can fill up big ass ships consistently fast. They could easily have a damn what's the name? They don't need an island. They did that. That 90% of that was strategic when they did it, because they knew they was beefing with Israel. They knew Israel was backed by the West, so they made it strategic right there. Bro, they have every inch of that island targeted. They got all kinds of shit in there. All kinds. With the flip of a switch, they turn on all the fucking things, those what's the name? Powered mines, and it's all over that island. If America tries to land, they're gonna get bombed to hell, bro. They got thousands of missiles pointed at the fucking island. It's right there. If you try to take that island, that is a suicide mission. Straight up suicide mission. And one of the dumbest things you can do when you have all these damn missiles and you see they got all of you guys targeted all around them. They've been firing missiles nonstop, day and night. That's the reason why you guys don't see it on the news. You don't see it on the news the way they showed Iraq and Afghanistan. You don't see it. They only show you one way. Every now and then you'll get oh man, Iran targeted here, or Iran targeted there, or Iran targeted there. What's up, Jet? Every now and then you'll get that. But for the most part, you don't see what they're doing. They've been firing nonstop. They're still on their fucking old weapons. They've only fired like 8 hypersonic missiles. They legitimately have factories underground. You don't even know where they're at. On the top of the ground, it looks like a desert. Under the ground is the factories where they're manufacturing fucking drones and missiles, and they've been doing it for years. They've been doing it for years, y'all. Years and years. These manufacturing facilities, all of these things, they've been underground for years. They went underground during the first war with Israel. That was before we ever attacked Iraq and Afghanistan. During the first war, they went underground. Yeah, because we armed Israel. We gave them the best air force in the Middle East. So how do you get away from the best air force? You go underground. How do you get it? So what did we arm Israel with? We gave them bunker busting missiles. Well, how do you get away from the bunker busting missiles? You go underground and then you go way the fuck over there. You go under the ground. So from the air, you have this right here, this spot, and then you dig way the fuck over there, 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever, over that way. And your main facility is way the fuck over there, way over there. So if you guys blow up this little piece, congratulations. You didn't do shit but blow up one of the entrances. We've been moved way over there, and then we dug other entrances, and we put those other entrances that they come out the ground, and it doesn't even, you don't even know that it's an entrance or an exit. You have no idea what it is. You don't know, because majority of Iran's infrastructure is under the ground, because they've been planning for this war for more than 20 years. They've been planning for the war for America for 20 years, while they've been watching what they did in Afghanistan and Iraq. They've been watching that. But they always knew the bigger war was with Israel. They knew this because of Israel's plans for the greater Israel. They knew, and they've been preparing for it for decades. China is watching what's happening right now. China is allowing America to deplete itself. They are allowing America to actually go in here, and fight. They'll say to you guys in the public, right? They'll say in the public, oh man, we want peace. But the reality is, no, they don't. They do not. The reality is they don't. The reality is what China wants is for America to deplete itself. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Why would you want your enemy to be depleted? I'll answer that rhetorical question. Because if ever you decide to attack, you want your enemy to be as weak as possible. If ever you decide you want your enemy to be as weak as possible, if ever you decide. Why do you think China has this vessel, their most sophisticated vessel, just driving, just zigzagging all up around aircraft carriers and warships of American warships? This motherfucker, this ship right here is all by itself. Just like, what up? What's up with y'all? Y'all good over there? Anybody got any motherfucking Frankfurters? Any glizzies over that bitch? Y'all got some American pie? They just cruising all by American ships, and there is nothing American can do about it, because any attempt to do anything to this ship is an act of war. It's an act of war. I just need you guys to think about this. Just think about this. The entire planet knows that this ship is a China spy ship. The entire planet knows that this China spy ship is feeding Iran. They're directly patched into Iran, directly patched into it. Everybody knows that, regardless, that if America says we've eliminated their radar systems, you didn't, because this is their radar system. Their radar system is this. China is Iran's radar system. China. The Strait of Hormuz is only but so wide. It's only but so big. This ship right here is legitimately just driving all around everybody. Just driving all around, just chilling. And if America as so much as bumped it, it's an act of war. Iran and China are allies. They're allies. People ask, why hasn't China and Russia got in? Because China and Russia are allies of Iran. Why haven't they got in right now? Because they're watching. They want a weak America, specifically China, because Russia's in a war right now. China's not. China's chilling. China is building up forces outside of Taiwan. So when America is focused and we're dwindling down. Our missile capabilities are already dwindling down, regardless if motherfuckers is lying, telling you, oh no, we can sustain this for forever. No, you can't. You're a liar. Secretary of War, you're a liar. No, you cannot sustain it. Bro, I've been to combat way more times than that dude could ever even think about. And during a time when we were backed by manufacturing, what's up and saying we were backed by the world and what we was doing. We had support from all over the place, and we were still running low on shit. When we had the support, we don't got support right now. We don't have support like that. Motherfuckers can act like they support us, but they're not helping us. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't help America because we were dead ass wrong and the world knows it. They should not help. Got motherfuckers running around talking about, man, we're winning. No, we're not winning. No, we're not. No, you're not. No, we're not. We're not winning at all. At all. Because you cannot overthrow Iran with just air power. You have to put boots on the ground. There is 90 million people. 90 million people. Of the 90 million, more than half of the 90 million are military age men. Of that military age men, more than like 70, 80% of them are military motherfucking people. You ain't blowing up their military. They're all underground too. Where the fuck you think their soldiers are at, bro? You not when the fake news media says, "Oh man, we're blowing up their notice we're blowing up their ships. We've sunk their ships in the sea. We blown up their helicopters, and we blow." But what about the people? Those soldiers are underground in those fucking huge facilities that have been dug out for decades. They're not a hole in the ground, y'all. No, that's like straight up fucking infrastructure under there. Air conditioning, motherfuckers is chilling, watching shit on TV. There's an antenna on top of some mountain that y'all can't even see because it blends in with the mountain. You got motherfucking watching pay-per-view boxing matches, just chilling, waiting for a motherfucker to step on Iranian soil so they can pop out. Dead ass serious, bro. Motherfucker, nah, BF, you tripping, bro. No, I'm not tripping. No, I'm dead ass serious. No, I'm not tripping. They legitimately planned and prepared for this and have been doing it for decades. When we bombed Iraq, we bombed their barracks where their military was at, right? Iraq had a million man army. We bombed them. We bombed their barracks. We killed hundreds of thousands of them, millions of fucking civilians. And what did Iran do at that time? They was like, oh, okay. So you bombed the barracks. So then we won't put our barracks, we won't keep our soldiers above ground. No problem. We'll start digging. We'll make sure we put in all of our barracks underground. We make sure we got the air conditioning. It's all great down there. Cool. We'll set up. We'll get that. Cool. That's what's up. We'll keep everybody focused on us getting a nuclear bomb, and we'll keep telling you guys that we don't want to do it, but keep everybody's focused on that. And while you guys is focused on that, we're building up huge underground factories. We're building up huge thousands and thousands of stockpiles of $10,000, $5,000, $20,000, $50,000 drones. We're making billions and billions of dollars every year in oil. FYI, Donald Trump legitimately took the sanctions off of Iran in order to lower gas prices. Do you guys understand how fucking stupid that is? And China is watching. Russia is watching. So you're at war with Iran, but you take the sanctions off of Iran and allow them to sell even more oil. They were selling oil before. You weren't stopping them from selling oil. They were selling oil before, but all you was doing was limiting the amount of money that they was making because they could only sell it to certain people. And they were making billions selling it to China and Russia. Billions. Now you took the sanctions off. While you're at war, you're bombing this country, this sovereign nation. You're bombing them. And then you take the sanctions off of them so that they can make money. Well, what the fuck do you think they're going to buy? More drones, you fucking idiot. They're going to buy more drones and be able to pay their workers. Do you guys understand what Hitler did? When Hitler came into power, do you understand what he did? He had no money like that. The Germans didn't have bread like that, bro. The Jewish people controlled Germany. They controlled all that shit with their trans stuff and their trans stuff and their all their porn industries and their interest loans, and they controlled all that. And I'm not even against porn. I'm gonna hold you. I ain't even against it. I'm just letting y'all know that that's what they did. That trans shit, that's a whole different story. That's what they did. That gay gender shit, that was the Jewish people that did that. All Donald Trump did is go in, not Donald Trump, but Hitler did, is go to Germany and stop it. That's all he did. All Hitler did is say, you're not doing that, you're not doing that, you're not doing that, you're not doing it, get the fuck out. I don't care where you go, but you gotta get the fuck out. And what I'm going to do now is, because the German, what was it, a German Deutsch mark or some shit like that, the mark, whatever it was, right? And shout out to my brother Mark Wendlick. I think I see my brother in the building. All he did is make his dollar worth something. That's all he did. He just made his dollar worth something. Whatever the mark, I think it was the mark or the Deutsch mark, whatever it is, whatever the German dollar is, he made that worth something by limiting it. He kicked motherfuckers out. He cut shit off. He limited it. Now this is all it is. So when you take, if you have 100 pair of Jordans, right? 100 pair, you have to lower the price of the Jordans to sell them. If you only got one pair, those Space Jam Jordans are worth like $1 million. The ones that Jordan wore, they're worth like $10 million, I think. I think I saw them shits for 10 million bucks because it's only one pair. And that's what, this is a very simple concept. That is what Hitler did to make his money valuable. So then once he made his money valuable by cutting that shit, once he made his money valuable, he then hired people. So now you've cut it to make supply and demand an actual thing. So you've cut it, you've stopped it, right? And now you're hiring people. So they're now their money goes farther. Your money goes farther, right? So now you've made there used when World War II, World War I ended, there was people pulling up with fucking wheelbarrows full of money because it wasn't worth shit to buy half a loaf of bread. True story. Wheelbarrows worth of, just pulling up with wheelbarrows worth of money, dumping wheelbarrows worth of money to buy half a loaf of bread. Wheelbarrows. Their money was worth nothing. And they were billions of dollars in debt. Hitler came in and cut that shit. Nah, fuck your debt. We ain't paying shit. We're not paying shit. What we're going to do is we're shutting this right here and we're going to make our money worth something. And that's exactly what he did. He made their money worth something. So now if you had $1,000, that $1,000 was worth more. It was worth $1,000. It could go longer. Well, before $1,000, you couldn't even buy a slice of bread with 1,000. That's what Hitler did. What I'm telling you, what fucking Trump is doing to Iran is the dumbest move ever, because he is making whatever their dollar is, whatever their money is, valuable. Because Iran is using the I don't know what money they have, what that money's called, but I do know that they have switched and are now using the Chinese yen, the yuan, yuan or yen, whatever you want to call it. They're using the Chinese money. And they're only allowing motherfuckers to buy oil, Iranian oil, to go through using the Chinese money, which is going to cripple the petrodollar, which is what America is now based on. Our dollar, our money is only valuable because it's based on oil, the petrodollar. Iran is crippling us, and Trump just allowed them to sell more oil to cripple America more. Stupidest nigga in the world. The dumbest nigga in the world. And he's only doing that in order to win the midterms. This motherfucker thinks and he plays chess one move at a time. He plays chess one move at a time, just one move. He does not think about what you're doing, what you're going to do next. If he moves this, what I'm going to do there. If I move this, what I'm going to do there. If I move this, he is not thinking about any of that. The American dollar is based on oil, the petrodollar. It is based on oil. And if Iran is making everybody use the yen, the Chinese yen, to fucking buy oil, they are crippling the economy while doing nothing. Now think about it like this. For the motherfuckers that saying we're winning. And all of this, China is watching. And they're watching y'all. Because when America is at its weakest, not just weakest military. Motherfuckers don't agree with this war, bro. We don't give a fuck. We don't want this. We know these motherfuckers in the Epstein files, bro. We know. We know they're in the Epstein files. We know they're doing this because of that. We know that Israel is doing this stuff in the Zios. We know this. Everybody knows this. Regardless if they say it or not, we know. They're watching because they're crippling our military. We are doing it ourselves, crippling our military. And when we're crippling our military, if China invades America, and they could, if they do, you will not have a country of people who band together to fight against you. You'll have a mass amount of people, a mass amount, me included, that says, bro, go after the ones with the red hats. Go to them niggas. I'm not with none of this shit. I don't fuck with none of them. Any. That is a broken country. That is how we went into Iraq. Because we got with the PSYOPs to release leaflets, which is in my Patreon, right? To release leaflets on these motherfuckers that could and could not read. And when they did read it, it was saying how we're going to help them and we're going to fix their economy and fucking Saddam Hussein is so bad. And a lot of these people were cheering us on when we came in. It was like, yeah, they were cheering us on, bro. It was throwing leaflets up in the air and happy that we were there until we started to take all this shit and kill their people. And then they started to fight against us. In a 20-year war that we never won and couldn't win. I'm telling you right now, bro, this country is so divided and China is legitimately watching that shit. It'll be it's an easy Vic. It's an easy Vic, bro. It's an easy Vic. An easy Vic. It's an easy Vic. Easy Vic. They're legitimately watching and waiting to see what's going to happen. Watching and waiting to watch their greatest enemy, the United States, dwindle down and kill itself. To watch it go from a 300-pound man to a 50-pound man. Watch it dwindle down. And when it's at its weakest, that is when we are at the mercy of whatever China decides to do. Whatever they try to do. Whatever they try to do, whatever they want to do, we are at their mercy at that time. At that time. China owns, hold up, let me see something. How much of our debt does China own? Let me see something. How much American debt does China hold? $859 billion. We hold 859 billion. Let me see something right quick. Because I know Japan owns the most. Japan and China. Yep. Japan and China own the most of our debt. Japan and China. Japan and China own the most of our debt. Bro, man, you guys don't understand how vulnerable America is. We're extremely vulnerable. All of our technology is based on electricity. They take out our electric grid, America's cooked. Fucking cooked. Cooked. Take out our electric grid. We are cooked, bro. Our electric grid is like 60, 70, 80 years past its prime. We're fucking cooked, bro. Cooked. China electric grid is fucking extremely modernized. We're cooked, bro. Cooked. Absolutely cooked. Fucking cooked. No, Japan didn't come to shake down our debt, Ambrose. Japan came to determine what they're going to do with the petrodollar. They didn't come to shake us down because Japan needs oil. They need oil. Like every other country in the world, they need oil. So Japan came over like, hey, bro, now we're buying our oil with the American dollar because we hold a lot of your debt. Your debt is of interest to us. But if we can't buy oil with your dollar anymore, the petrodollar, in order for us to buy oil, we have to use the Chinese money. Hey, you gotta figure something out, which is then all of a sudden this motherfucker's like, well, we will take the sanctions off of Iran and allow them to sell oil. We will allow them to sell oil, but they can't keep the money in their banks. Pussy, are you guys fucking stupid, bro? Are you guys dumb? Are you guys fucking dumb? Where the fuck do you think Iran is going to put their money at? You think they're going to say, well, since Trump said don't put it in our banks that are not connected to the rest of the world, because Iran's banks are not fucking with the Rothschilds. They're not connected to a central bank, which is why they're attacked them. Neither was Venezuela, which is why we wanted to attack them. FYI. Those central banks controlled by the Rothschilds is why, they want to make sure that we're controlling all the dollar, all the money, so we can put interest in all that other shit. See, Iran's central bank is their own. Iran's central bank is their own. It's their own bank, their own central bank. It is not controlled by the Rothschilds. It is their own. Their own. Just throwing it out there. It's their own bank. Their own. Which is why mysteriously we're attacking them. Because it's an imminent threat. Whatever about that. But where do you guys think they're going to put their money? Yeah, bro, they're going to put it under the mattress. You're going to put it on the fucking mattress, bro? Where do you think they're going to put it? They're going to put it in their banks. And they're going to have those billions in Chinese yen. Billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars in Chinese yen. That's what they're going to do. Why, B? Why? Why would you have them in Chinese yen? Because your ally, the second greatest military on earth, which soon to be the first, is China. That's why you want it in Chinese yen. That's why. That's why. Or yuan, yen, yuan, whatever it's called. But see, what America doesn't want is for Japan and China to link up. They don't want Japan and China to link up, because then if Japan and China link up, you have the two people, the two countries that own majority of America's debt. So now if Japan and China link up using the Chinese yuan, well, guess what? You now own America. You can cripple America. All the things that Israel's doing to Palestine, starving them out. Okay, well, what the fuck do you think is going to happen to America? What do you think? It's going to cost $1,000 for a loaf of bread. A gallon of gas is going to be $800 for a gallon of gas. It's going to be $800. It's going to be called the Great Depression. That's what it's going to be called. Our money is backed by oil. If they cripple the oil, they cripple the petrodollar. They cripple the petrodollar. They cripple the dollar. If they cripple the American dollar, then everybody starts using yuan or euros. That's what everybody starts using. Yuan or euros. And what I will do, I'll tell you straight up, is do my absolute best to get to Colombia and get the fuck up out of here, dog. My absolute best, bro. My absolute best to get the fuck out of this place. Take my ass to Colombia. Become a drug lord or something. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. Nigga, Mexico will be keeping Americans in, not out. They'll be keeping America in America. But, you know, whatever. I got a whole series that I'm doing. Y'all see that starting on Monday. I got a whole series. Facts, Costa Rica is where it's hitting at. I got a whole series of that type of shit that I'm going to be dropping videos. I'm going to try to drop them shits every single day. But what I'm saying to you guys is, bro, China is playing 4D chess. We are playing Connect 4. We are literally playing Connect 4. That's what we're playing, Connect 4. And China is playing 4D, 6D chess. And they're not even using their own pieces. And they're helping out the enemy, the supposed enemy, because I don't look at Iran as an enemy to me. They're not my enemy. No Iranian ever called me a nigger. No Iranian never took my way of living from me. So I don't look at Iran as the enemy. Not to me, they're not. I don't see nothing wrong with what they're doing. Any man in here, if somebody attacked your house, you would fight back. Any man in here. If you were minding your damn business and somebody attacked your house, you would fight back. And then all of a sudden, the other people in the neighborhood is like, man, I can't believe you fought back. That's crazy, man. See, I told you he was a threat to the community. We went in there, kicked his door in, started breaking up shit in his house, and he had the audacity to fight back. We unalived this man's family. Somebody in his family, I can't believe he's fighting back. See, he's a threat. They're no threat to me. Iranian people are no threat to me. I rock with Iran. They're no threat to me at all. No threat. See, I've been deployed multiple times. I've seen exactly what we do for fake freedom. I've seen exactly what we do. Nah, gang. Nah. I seen what we do. I seen people shooting up people and laughing with as a joystick. I seen it with my own eyes. Look at this, man. In pure disgust. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You can see the body parts popping apart and y'all motherfuckers is laughing? Nah, gang. Nah. I saw people doing this. I saw them happy putting on them fucking headphones with the damn let the bodies hit the floor and you're just killing people like, nah. They're not my enemy. Those are not my enemies at all. Not my enemy. The enemy is the people that is right here in this country, just same way that Ali said, those are my enemy. And they prove they're my enemy. They do not like me. Right now, they're working on immigrants or fake immigrants or whatever you want to call them. All the Mexicans, we got to get them out of there. Well, what the fuck do you think they're going to do when they get rid of them? Who do you think they're going to be going after at that point? Who the fuck you think? Who do you think they're going after that? Well, once you feel like you've solved the immigration problem, once you feel like you've cleaned up and solved the illegal immigrant problem, who the fuck is the problem then? Because you can't stay in power if someone's not a problem, if someone's not the enemy, if someone's not, holding you down. Well, I'm gonna tell you who's the problem. Motherfuckers that look like me. We'll go back to being the problem. That's who it will be. We will go back to being the problem once they feel like they solve the immigration problem with the illegals. Then we will be the problem. It'll go right back to what it was before when we were the problem for them. The problem that they created when they stole us and put us here and made us the problem. Well, we'll go back to being that once you solve the problem. Yeah, I seen what he's talking about that. I also seen that he's saying he is going to take over Mexico. I also seen that. Yeah, where he said he's going to take over Mexico if they don't get their act together. Yeah, we might have to go in there and, take over Mexico, and we'll make it beautiful, and it'll be a beautiful place, and a couple of Trump towers, and like he said he would take over Greenland and he's going to take over Cuba. Fucking bugging, bro. China is watching all of this bluster and all of this big boy badass talk, and you're the bully and bully on the block and yada, yada, yada. All of this talk, China is watching. They are watching, bro. We do not have an infinite amount of fucking money. China is playing 4D chess, 6D chess. They know that our money is based on the petrodollar, which is based on oil, which is why they're working with Iran to say if you want to buy oil, you have to use the Chinese yuan. China's chilling. You do it, Rasputia style. They're chilling. We just chilling. We chilling, dog. We chilling. Yes, he's just taking orders. He been taking orders. Them Epstein files is crazy. He been taking orders. He been bought by them since the fucking 80s. He's been bought by them. He's been bought and paid for. When they wanted this motherfucker to run back in the 80s, but they wanted him to run as a Democrat. But and he did run and got booted quick as hell, and then came back and said, I'll run as a Republican. Did that. He been on that. He been compromised. That dude is not running shit. He been compromised for decades. Motherfucker loses millions and millions of dollars. Who do you think gives him money back? How the fuck you keep losing millions and then just turn around and just get him? I don't give a fuck if you file bankruptcy. Are we this stupid to think that somebody just filed bankruptcy and then popped back out a couple of months later with $100 million? No. Motherfuckers saw potential, so they paid for the potential. And now they're reaping what they paid for. That's all that was. They saw potential. All right, bet. Let's go ahead and make sure he stays afloat. He's a fuck up, but let's make sure we keep him afloat because eventually we see something here that we might be able to get right here. And they did exactly that. That's why they're all happy. That's why they're all happy. But China is watching, y'all. China is watching. They are watching, and they're not even hiding it. China absolutely wants America to be in this war. Absolutely. Dwindle down your motherfucking what's name. Do you guys understand that a lot of the parts that America uses, we buy from China? 6D chess. So I'm going to charge you shit tons of money for these parts. So when you build your Thalen missile systems or whatever it's called, Thales, and your Tomahawk missiles and all this, yeah, they're going to cost you $5-10 million. We build these parts for 30 cents. 30 cents, bro. 40 cents, 50 cents. We're charging you hella bread. You want to put a fucking tariff on it? Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. We build them for 30 cents. You tariffing us and put a 15% tariff on us. Okay, they're no longer 30 cents. They're now 40 cents. Congratulations. Your tariffs are costing you billions. Our tariffs are costing us thousands. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. The tariffs are not hurting China. And then if ever you think you're hurting me, we'll just go buy our shit from somewhere else. Fuck you. But we will charge you when you're buying stuff from us because you can't get it from nowhere else but us. And when you're at your weakest, we're taking over Taiwan. When you're at your weakest, bro, when you're at your weakest, we're going and we're taking Taiwan. And there is nothing you can do about it because you're at your weakest. So we're going to go and we're just going to take Taiwan. We're not going to do it right now. Why would we do it right now when now we can try to unite the world and try to unite somebody against us? Oh, we got a new axis of evil. China and Iran forming together, man. So now let's get the rest of the world to form against us. No, I want you at your weakest. So then when I move that pawn next to that rook, knowing that the rook can take this pawn, then I know my bishop can take that fucking rook and put you in check. When I move that pawn, I want to make sure that you don't got no other move but to take that pawn. Because if you don't take that pawn, the next move is to get another fucking queen. That's my next move. And that's what China is doing. Slowly but surely, just inch them up. The pawn now is putting this ship right here. This ship, the most expensive surveillance ship on the face of the earth, the most powerful surveillance ship, the most elite and spy ship, and they don't even hide it. They're telling you it's a spy ship. And they're just driving all zigzagging all through your fleet. Life would be a dream. Da-doom, da-doo-da-doom. Do-do, da-da-da-do. Motherfuckers doing figure eights all through the American fleet. Doom, da-da-da-doom. Da-doom, da-da-da-doom. Dum, doom, da-da-da-doom. Motherfuckers all doing burnouts, kicking up hella water and shit. Kicking up hella water. Just doom, da-da-da-doom. And motherfuckers ain't going to do shit, bro. They're not going to do a bitch-ass thing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Because they can't. They can't. They can't, bro. They cannot. Don't you guys think that if Donald Trump could, he would have been told the fleet to bomb this fucking ship? Don't you think that? Don't you think that the generals that are fucking advising this goofy ass nigga are telling him that, bro, we took out their radars, but they're not using those radars. They're using this shit. This is their radar. We can't take it out. Or what we can do is maybe send a torpedo at it, right? And hit it accidentally on purpose. Accidentally on purpose, we can hit it, y'all. Accidentally on purpose. But they know if they do that, they just start a war with China. They know that. They know they just started war with China. Hold up, bro. I'm about to play this right quick. Because this right here is funny to me. Let me find this right quick. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find this. I gotta find this right quick. This shit is funny. It just made me think about something. Wait a minute. I know where it's at, y'all. Hold up 1 second. I want y'all to see this right quick. This shit is funny. This shit was funny. I just thought about this right quick. This shit was funny to me. Let me see. Wait a minute. Wait. Where the hell is this at? Oh man, now I know what I'm looking for. I want to show y'all this because it's funny when I think about it. When y'all see this, then y'all gonna laugh. I know y'all gonna laugh because I'm laughing just thinking about it. Come on, man. God, oh, here it is. Is it? I think this is it. Yeah, I found it. Let me show y'all this shit right quick, bro. Let me show y'all. This is how China is. My beautiful little sis Cam is in the building. What's up, beautiful little sis? Brother Reef, salute. This is how China is, y'all. Let me show y'all. And this is China right here. Hold up. Let me see if I can get it. Yep. Here we go. Come on. Download. I'm about to show y'all China. If this motherfucker would download. Come on, gang. All right, let me see if I can download it a different way. I'm about to show y'all China. Come on, man. Y'all fucking with my funny. I found what I'm looking for, and now they fucking with my funny. Ah, here we go. Hey, yo, this is China, bro. Hey, look. China's in their shit right now, in their spy shit, bro. They in their spy shit. Just like this, bro. Yo, China's driving. Yo, China's driving in their spy ship, dog. niggas is driving all through the fleet. Yo, them niggas is zipping off their hoes driving. There's no weapon for the against yo. Yo, them niggas is driving all in the fleet, bro. They all up in front of the motherfucking aircraft carrier slowing down and shit. You know how motherfuckers get in traffic? And they'll get all up in front of you, and then when they get in front of you, they'll slow down. And you motherfuckers like, bro, what you got in front of me just to slow down? This Chinese ship right here, they all zipping through the fleet, all driving around the carriers and shit, getting all up in the motherfucking dog. This shit is funny as hell to me, bro. Hold on, let me run that shit back. Shall prosper, yeah. Ain't no ones outside. Oh, damn. Yo, China is like, I wish you would, nigga. What up? Hey, yo. They just driving all through this motherfucking shit, circling this shit. And they know that their fleet isn't going to do shit, bro. They know, bro. They know the fleet's not going to do shit. It be all late at night. It's all like 3 o'clock in the morning. You got all them damn soldiers on the ship. They supposed to be sleeping. China driving by like. Yo, China's all driving slow as hell right by these motherfuckers, driving slow as hell right by the aircraft carrier, banging music loud as fuck. Hella bass on that motherfucker. And they ain't shit these niggas can do about it. Niggas ain't getting no sleep, nothing. Shit. Ain't a motherfucking thing they can do about it, bro. Nothing. I seen it, Pauls. I seen it. They're about to move that too. They're about to move that too. Shit is crazy as hell, bro. China is just bro. Once China gets America where China wants them, they're gonna be cutting niggas off. They're gonna be all driving right by them niggas. You go 60 knots, I'm going 60 knots. Cutting all in front of a nigga. Like, how you cut a nigga off in the ocean? Nigga, there is millions of miles of ocean. You cut niggas off. All driving all close. Driving close as hell, dog. Speeding up just to cut a motherfucker off, dog. Like, gang, what you trying to prove, bro? They're trying to start some shit. Just give it time, bro. Just give it time. Just give it time. All in the ocean, just give it time, bro. Just give it time. I'm telling you, I mean, the shit's funny right now, but when y'all see, man, it's crazy, bro. American aircraft carrier rams Chinese spy ship. Yes, because that motherfucker cut him off. He cut his ass off, knowing good damn well he couldn't stop. Cut his ass right off just to start some shit. Just so these motherfuckers could say, I cannot believe the audacity that this is assault. It's an attack on our sovereignty. Yeah, because we're weak, because we done fired all of our missiles. We done fired hundreds of billions of dollars worth of equipment into the motherfucking Iran. All you're doing is giving them fireworks. Man, them Iranians is sitting underground chilling, feet propped up, watching shit on TV. You guys do realize you're firing onto the flat lands. They're in the mountains. You're not doing shit to them. You're firing in the flatlands. They're blowing up fucking paintings. They're blowing up paintings of ships, paintings of helicopters. They're fucking paintings that they put, what is it, IR painting. So when you see it at night, it looks like an actual ship, they're blowing up paintings. Man, these motherfuckers is kicked up in the mountains chilling, bro. Do you not think they studied our tactics for 20 years when we fought Iraq and Afghanistan? We couldn't fuck with Iraq and Afghanistan in those mountains, bro. We couldn't do shit to them. Nothing. We were sitting ducks. So where the fuck do you think they're going to put their forces at? Where do you think this? Macadocious, what's up with you, homie? Where do you think they're going to put their forces? Where do you think this, bro? Where? If I watched you get your ass tore out the frame for 20 years because you couldn't go through these mountains. You couldn't fuck with these mountains. Well, guess what? Iran has way more than them. They've got an entire mountain chain along the fucking sea. The what is it, the Red Sea or whatever the fuck that sea is. They got an entire mountain chain. The whole coast is an entire mountain chain. Where do you think their forces are at? You niggas are bugging. You're fucking bugging. And you think you're gonna fly to 82nd in and be successful? You're bugging. They're gonna shoot the plane out the sky, bro. They got this shit right here. This radar right here. Nigga, if they just shot down our most elite level fighter, our most elite, an F-35 Raptor, they shot down 2 of them. If they can shoot that down, you think they can't shoot down a fucking C-130? A big-ass troop carrier C-130 just going all slow? You think they can't shoot that down? You're fucking bugging. You're bugging. If I'm part of the 82nd Airborne, bro, I'm a conscious objector. Y'all niggas is bugging. You're not getting me, Merc. I'm a conscious objector. What's up, Ja Champ? Nah, gang. Nah, so I'm supposed to... So they just shot down the most elite level fighter jet that we have. They just shot that down. 2 of them. Stealth fighters. They're stealth. You're not supposed to be able to see them. Do you know what they look like on a radar screen? They look like a bird. FYI, planes is my thing. FYI. That is like my thing. I am in love with planes. That's my passion. Planes. That's been my passion as a child. That's why I'm telling you, the F-35 Raptor has it gives off on radar, it gives off the signature of a bird. A bird. But not to this shit on the screen. This shit on the screen sees the Raptor just fine. Looks at the motherfucker like, what up, though? Yeah, I see you. I see you, bro. I see you. What's good with you? How you feel? How you living? Yep. Oh, so y'all painted. You painted your shit black and green. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, you painted your shit black and yellow. That's what's up. Black and yellow, black and yellow. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Good looking. That shit's gonna look good on the ground in pieces. And they shot down 2 of them. And then Trump tried to get on there and start lying and shit, talking about we shot our own planes down. Our own planes. No, you didn't shoot your own planes down. That is you covering up when you say you destroyed their fucking radars, and you're covering up the fact that this is their radar. You destroyed some old shit, some relic shit. This is their radar. Yeah, this right here. And there's a whole fleet of these motherfuckers. It's not just one of them. This is just the most elite one. They have others that are less elite zooming all around this motherfucker too. They have a whole fleet of Chinese spy ships that are pumping all the information into Iran for Iran to fire using these guys' mark. Here's the target. Here you go. Fire right there. There it is. That's it. It may look like a bird. That shit looks like a turkey, but I'm telling you that's a raptor. It looks like a turkey, but it's actually a raptor. Fire. And they shot down 2 of these motherfuckers already. They shot down 2 of these. They shot down a Phantom. They shot down I want to say a Warthog. I know they shot down a Phantom, and they shot down 2 Raptors. It's all together like six ships they shot down. Six planes. Shot them down using this. But yet, for some strange reason, motherfuckers think, oh man, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fly over there and just land on the ground and it's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna take over it. No, you're not. They have 90 million people in that country. You're not taking over shit. You're not taking over shit, bro. You're fucking bugging. You couldn't take over Iraq, and Iraq had less people than that. And you couldn't take over Iraq. You couldn't take over Afghanistan, and Afghanistan had a third of that. Not even. We couldn't take over neither one of those countries. What the fuck makes you think that we're going to be able to take over Iran with 90 million people and an elite level Air Force and an elite level army? You think you think you took out all their planes? No, you didn't. I told you guys, the Iraqis were trying to cover up their planes. Do you know how they were doing it? By burying them. They were putting their jets. We found whole jets buried in the sand. Dead ass serious, because the Iraqis were burying their jets so that the Americans couldn't see them to bomb the jets. Well, what the fuck do you think Iran is doing, knowing that the Iraqis were burying their jets? I'll tell you what they're doing. They created bunkers under the fucking ground, you fucking idiots. You fucking morons. They created bunkers under the ground. That's what they did. Created bunkers under the ground. But we think like this nigga right here. These are my people. This is my land. This is what we pray. We think like this nigga right here. You really believe that this fucking fat jalopy sloppy ass nigga is going to do something? You really believe this? This is y'all. This is it. This is America right here, bro. This is America. This is America. Fucking diabolical. Fucking diabolical, bro. Diabolical. Diabolical. This nigga. This is America, though. This is what y'all believe, bro. You believe because we've been sheltered. We've been sheltered. We've been coddled and catered to. So we believe that all we got to do is grab our axe, put our combat boots on, get ourselves a size 54 fat, a 54 big and wide t-shirt, grab our axe, turn our MAGA hat backwards, and just march out there, and they're going to say, oh no, it's the Americans. Oh, let me bow down. I'm so sorry. Oh God. No, what they'll do is they'll cut you to fucking pieces. Them Iranians will take them a piece of fat, nigga. They'll take themselves a piece of meat. And one of them will have the arm with your hand still holding that motherfucking axe. This nigga's bugging. You're bugging. You're fucking bugging. And I am not I'm not anti-American. I'm not at all. I'm not anti-American. I definitely rock with America. I believe in America first. I do. But the concept of America first will never be the concept that I believe in, because it's America spelled with 3 Ks. If it was not spelled with 3 Ks, then it would be the concept that is in my head. That's what it would be. It would be the concept in my mind. but it will never be that concept, because that is a concept that's only in my mind and people like me. But the people that are in charge, that is not their concept. Their concept is to stay in charge. That is their concept, to stay in charge. And the only way for people to stay in charge when your policies are garbage is to make somebody else not look at me and my policies, but look at somebody else as the reason why your life is fucked up. So if I make you look at them for the reason why your life is fucked up, then you won't look at me for the real reason why your life is fucked up. And the only way that I can make you look at them is race, sexuality, whatever. I need to make you look at them in some way, shape, or fashion, because I'm making the policy. I'm running this motherfucker. I'm the one that's fucking your life up, but I can't have you saying I'm doing it. So I got to point that blame at somebody else. The goddamn immigrants, the fucking Mexicans is doing it. It's the fucking Mexicans, bro. The Mexicans is doing it. The goddamn immigrants, they're coming in here. They're stealing all your jobs. The reason why the economy is fucked up because of the Mexicans. They're coming in here. They're rapists. They're murderers. They're killers. They're trying to come in here and steal your jobs. They're taking your health care. And then you guys say, yeah, that's right. Which way did it go? Yeah, these immigrants that don't control shit and just contribute billions of dollars every year because they get taxed and they'll never get in, they don't get no money in income tax. Everything they buy gets taxed. And it's cheap as fuck to hire them, which means if I hire them for my business, I'm taking more money and keeping more money, but they're still the problem. So let's go ahead and beat them to submission and deport them. Well, when you deport them all, who's the problem now? Who is the problem now, y'all? When you deport them all, when you ask this fat fuck jalopy sloppy, who is the problem now? Who are you ready to go to war with? Who now? If you guys remember, before this motherfucking Iran shit, they were talking about a civil war. I hope you guys remember that. That wasn't too long ago. That was like, what, 6-7 months ago? Not even. 5-6 months ago. They were ready for civil war. Blaming Democrats and anybody that was black and Latino, black and brown, you're automatically a Democrat. If you're a Republican and a black and brown, you have to make sure you announce to the world and wear your MAGA hat, or else they're looking at you like they're ready to go to civil war. You guys remember that? I remember that. But whatever, bro. Whatever. All I'm telling you guys, bro, is that this right here is a problem. This is a problem. I'm telling you guys right here, bro. This right here is the beginning of something that is extremely detrimental. Extremely detrimental. Extremely detrimental. And it's only going to get worse before it gets better. It can get better. We can rebound from this, bro. We can absolutely rebound. But it's that is putting things back into the normal status quo of us being controlled, by Israel, in the pot is lukewarm, because we'll stay getting controlled by Israel. So the pot will have to be lukewarm. Put some Democrat in there that's controlled by Israel in peace, and we'll still send billions of dollars to Israel and then tell us about how it's so hard to afford health care. But, the status quo will go back to what it was. In order to fix America, it has to be anarchy or some resemblance of it. That's the only way. You cannot fix America any other way, because it's too deeply entrenched. We are deeply entrenched. There has to be some level of destruction before you can rebuild it. There, just like anything in the woods, it's got to be burned down. You have to burn it down before you can build it. You need a clean slate to build it. We have the essence. We know what right looks like. Build it. But you can't, anytime we try to build something on shit that we did not destroy, it's going to crumble because the ground is sand. And as soon as a hard wave washes over the sand, it's going to wash all that shit out to sea. Doesn't matter what side you like. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or conservative or liberal or Republican. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, bro. It must be burned down. And why I say burned is because that is purity. That's how you purify something, is by burning it. Anything you do, you get a thing of water that's all fucked up and dirty, and you're fucking dying of thirst, boil it. Boil it. If you boil it, you kill all the germs in it, and you make it drinkable. It might not taste good, but it's drinkable. You get a deep gash on your body. Do you know how to stop the bleeding? Burn it. Put some burn it. Burn that. That's how you stop the bleeding. It won't feel good, but you won't bleed out. You won't bleed out. Won't feel good though. At all. You get an animal in the woods, you get some meat in the woods, and you're starving to death. How do you get rid of the nasty stuff that's in there? Cook it. Well done. No rare. Well done. Then you can eat it. No problem. And that's why I say, in order for this country to be the country that I'm not even going to say the founding fathers, because them motherfuckers was racist and had slaves. But the thought process, the concept of it, in order for that to be, you must burn it all down. And you must burn it all down now when there's a diversity, when there's a diversity to build it. Back then, there was no diversity. That's the America that they want to go back to. Now there is diversity to build it up. But you have to have a level playing field. It's got to be burnt down. If, like my brother said, nature's purifier. Any forest, a forest that is dying, set it on fire, it will come back to life. Because the trees will get burnt, but they won't die. Just their bark will get burnt. Their roots are still there. Now the trees are able, the plants and shit, the stuff at the bottom now gets sunlight. You get all these plants and stuff that are growing, all these ferns and stuff that are growing. When those things are growing, you get little animals that come. The little animals come and they eat the ferns and they eat the small sprouts and stuff that is growing, all while those roots that are embedded for the trees that are actually pillars of the forest, they now can grow better. Yeah, and then other animals come to eat the smaller animals, and now you have an ecosystem. You have an economy, I would say. But in order for you to get that, you must burn it all down. Burn it all down. Burn it all down so it's burnt. The pillars that have the roots that are still there are the people who will remain, the ones that we know that we can look at right now and say, that person is good. That person is good. That person is good. That person is good. Those are the trees that have the roots that we have seen them be good. But when we burned it all down, their bark got burned, but they remained. That is the only way to make this what it is, what it should be, what the mindset says America is. That's the only way. But anyways, y'all, I've been live for a little bit. I just wanted to chop it up on these topics to let you guys know I'm actually quite versatile. It's not just all boxing with me. I am quite versatile. I will have another one of these, and we'll jump in these at another time. But I'll see y'all a little bit later on today for some boxing talk. I appreciate everybody that joined with me. Make sure you guys tell a friend, share my live streams, let everybody know that there is actual different conversation that we can have. actual different conversation where we can have these conversations and you guys can learn something. Hell, I can learn something because I'm not end all be all in this. We all have our perspectives and our thought processes, but I can provide to you guys a vision with a mindset that can match your thoughts and your mindset, because I have multiple deployments, real life bodies. I've seen some diabolical stuff, bro. So to take that vision, that mindset, that thought process, and add it to a conversation of what you all may have been thinking, right? Then we can meet a meeting of the minds and we can get an understanding, even if we don't agree. But anyways, man, I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all a little bit later on today. Peace and almighty blessings.